I'm sure if you reflect on your own life, you might agree that sometimes the greatest gifts in life and greatest opportunities show up as challenges we don't feel ready for.
He only took up the sport 4 years prior. What made you think that you can even achieve this dream?
Everything starts with a sense of possibility. Like, maybe I could do this. The dream was replaced with the reality of what it was going to take to get there.
And when you're going after audacious goals, that mental fortitude in the first 6 months, first year, first couple years, that's everything.
Canada is in lane 5. This is the gold medal final in the men's 8.
It was boom, we blast off the line again and again, legs down, the sound of water erupting behind oars. It's deafening. There's 48 athletes. It feels like a Navy war exercise.
Thinking, man, 4 years ago, I was lying on a couch in my parents' basement watching this play out.
And Canada's doing exactly that. They're moving on the Netherlands and they're moving on Great Britain.
Enter the grandstands on both sides, thousands of fans roaring, and I remember feeling cocooned in this ocean of volume, my ribcage vibrating from the noise. And the only thing keeping you going at this stage of the race is the knowledge that your brothers in the boat have not stopped rowing yet, and you refuse to let them down.
Final meters in the men's 8. And now the Canadian crew firing through. It is Germany. Then Canada for silver. Canada has a silver medal in the men's 8. Jeremiah Proud.
Allow the question back in, well, what if? What would it look like to set some audacious goal? What would it even look like to begin?
His stories and the way he tells them are so powerful.
I'm completely blown away. I thought it was an amazing, amazing experience.
You want to achieve your potential in some area of your life, you've got to find a way to build outside accountability into your path as soon as possible.
We got to talking and exchanging particulars, and then at one point, he says to me, Jeremiah, why are you really here? And I just stood up and right across the table and said, Doug, I want to go to the Olympics, and I want to win a gold medal. And the man did not laugh. He didn't even blink. Just looked at his watch, looked back at me, said, well, shit, we don't have a lot of time. And here was this man with real experience, like credibility. He could have sent me back months, if not years, on this goal, on this dream. Instead, he came along and solidified that what I wanted to do was possible and that we were going to do it together.
So often, people don't need advice. They just need that one person to come along and believe in them. And it's the same thing you can do in your business, in your dealerships, your technicians, your salespeople. Just imbue them with that belief and watch them go to work for you. He's like, all right, Jeremiah, you're going to get into the boat, hold on to the oars. I'm going to push you clear of the dock by your port side oar. Whatever you do, don't let go. He's like, okay. So I get in the boat, tippy like a log. Okay, I got this. He starts to push me clear, and I get the self-talk going. I'm like, okay, Olympian in 4 years. I think I can do this. Port side oar clears the dock, and I immediately go tumbling into the water. You knew it was going to happen. So begins weeks of swimming more than rowing. When any notion of how you thought your plan of execution would go, that idea of it is displaced by the cold grip of reality, this is where we have our true beginning, isn't it? Taking stock of reality and feeling like, yet again, this dream seems out of reach. And I wanted to somehow relinquish the standard. I came out beating my chest, I'm going to go to the Olympics, I'm going to be on the Olympic podium. Boy, did I want to just back that off, and Doug would not let me do that. He always said, Jeremiah, these are opportunities to actively recommit. We got to have moments of recommitment that are as aspirational and inspired as in the moment when we began.
"4 years before this moment, I was watching this on TV in my parents' basement with ketchup chips on my t-shirt. And there I was, standing on that podium with these guys. Imagine 4 years from now in your life, the world changing so fast, so much opportunity. What could you achieve? How much more could you achieve than you're even allowing yourself to consider in this moment, you and your teams? And the time that we spend with each other, that's not what determines the depth of our bonds, is it? It's the adversity we go through together. 18 months all in, I was part of this team, but we are brothers for life.
there is nothing sweeter than a team win. Man, when you go through the trenches and you're working so hard and your staff is looking at you saying, well, why? You just got to know that, because when we win, it's going to taste so good. It's going to be worth it. At some points along the journey, some months from now, again, you're going to feel, sometimes like you're hanging on by a thread. The problem is feeling like that's something wrong with that. No. You might just be right where you need to be.